I got involved with STAR because there's a lot of people who arrive in the country and who end up completely isolated from services, from other people in their community, and I think it's just a recognition of our common humanity to help people who need help. I like to think that if I ended up somewhere where I was in need of help, that the people in that community would do what they could to help me.
Refugees and asylum seekers are really underrepresented and misrepresented in the media, and I feel like the good things, or some of the good things which come out of our society are through having such a diverse population, and so it's really good to celebrate that rather than worrying about these sort of superficial claims about immigration causing problems which I think are untrue.
Well, for me, I want to help refugees and asylum seekers just because of the amazing people I've met through this. Also, my uncle was a refugee from Cuba to the US, and so I've kind of grown up with that experience that refugees are people like anyone else fleeing horrific circumstances that need support.
I'm a student at Montfort University, studying law, human rights and social justice. And I've been a refugee for 10 years before I received my status. So I know how it feels to be a refugee. So that's why I just want to be involved in helping all those people who are still waiting, and refugees, asylum seekers especially.
I'm really passionate about working with refugees and asylum seekers because I think that refugees have been through a strong trauma in their home countries, and we need to help them get over that. And it is really important to treat them exactly how we would like to be treated, to put ourselves in their shoes.
When I volunteered with refugees, I was opening up to lots of new cultures, and that was something I personally found very interesting. So for me, it's a bit selfish, I guess, maybe. It's kind of like very interesting for me, but at the same time, they're a very vulnerable group of people, and poorly represented in some media.
It's really important that we all support refugees because we're all human beings and we all share this in common. We all have human rights and they're supposed to be protected all over the world. So if some people come from countries where their human rights are not protected or where they're being persecuted, I think that we who come from countries, live in countries, do grant us our human rights and who do make our lives quite easy and very easy in comparison to other people's lives. I think it's almost our duty to support these people and sort of use our rights to protect theirs.
We felt that it was an underrepresented issue. We've been to a talk with people speaking who'd had experience or who'd been through the UK detention system. Thought it was really unfair. Like we heard all the kind of stories of the injustices within it, and realised how little we knew about it, even though we'd already cared a bit about the issues, and to kind of make more people get involved and get enthusiastic about helping out with issues surrounding refugees and asylum seekers.
I think it's important to support people which come to this country, which have hard times, and to change the attitude that people have towards them.
I didn't really know much about refugees before I got involved in STAR, but after I did get involved in STAR and I met refugees and asylum seekers, they were really interesting people, and people who have kind of been put into a stereotype in the UK, and I kind of wanted to challenge that stereotype and get involved and actually do something hands-on to help, because they're quite a marginalised group of people.
Because I think refugees, all of them, they are heroes. They make a long way, come to the UK, and they should deserve a better life. That's why we want to do something for them.
I'm supporting the refugee because the people coming from here, fly from here because they have got problems in their country, they are not safe.
Refugees are still human, and they want to be treated the same way if they become refugees one day. Because being a refugee doesn't mean you're useless. Because most of them, they hold nice degrees, nice posts in their own countries, but when they came here, they just were treated like nothing, you know what I mean? So if they could just put themselves in our shoes.
I'm from Birmingham University, and I guess I just never given thought to refugees in society. I'd never realised there was so much going on and there was such discriminative legislation towards them. And it's crazy that in a society as egalitarian, supposedly egalitarian and democratic as England, such things are going on. So came here just to find out, because obviously didn't know so much about it, find out more about what's going on in STAR, STAR, Refugee Action, other organisations. They do seem to be doing a great job, and we're here from now on just going to sort of spread the word as such, but such inequalities are happening, and hopefully, because people just don't know, if people knew then this wouldn't be happening, so hopefully just make a difference as such.